Fellow travelers, welcome to Conversations with Sheel Vardhan. These are conversations with myself and my friends. Most important of all, these are honest conversations steeped in truth. Fellow travelers, last evening I had a very interesting conversation with Aparna, Damani and Ashwasti. It was a conversation about darkness, an intense conversation. So I thought I'll share it with you all. Doesn't it sound like that famous song of Sounds of Silence? Hello darkness, my old friend, I've come to talk with you again. Yes, darkness is one aspect about which we do not think much. We run away from it. And this song, I had heard it for the first time when I was a schoolboy at Shimla on an old record player. And even then I had found that this song very beautiful and sad as well. And as I heard it, I found that from my home, this sound was wafting into the valley of Summerhill. At that time, I did not know the import of this song. Subsequently, much later rather, I understood that this was about lack of communication amongst people, emotional communication, sharing your thoughts, vulnerability. Interesting concept. I still remember when I heard this song for the first time, it was hauntingly melodic back at Shimla, Summerhill. Summerhill, that's where I have spent my childhood as a schoolboy. It's a place a little outside Shimla. You all would have visited Shimla and found it very crowded. But around Shimla, nearby, I'm sure it's still as serene as it was when I was a small boy. And Summerhill had the Himachal Pradesh University. And I was there because my father was a professor in the university. And that valley, beautiful valley, had orchards. Orchards of apple, peach, apricot, plum. And we as children used to steal them too. And this song, that evening, filled the whole valley. And it stuck with me. Time and again I have heard this song. But what is darkness? Is darkness simply absence of light? We also know that in the cosmos, there is dark energy as opposed to gravity. But darkness, being just absence of light, maybe it's something else also. It has been used in many ways. Painters have used it as a counterpoint to light in their paintings. Artists have used it in terms of writers have used it, in terms of evil design, secrets, and such things. It evokes many emotions. Darkness invariably evokes the emotion of fear, sadness, despair. Is there nothing good about darkness? I'm sure there's something good about darkness too. And there are many types of darkness. You know, there's the darkness of the dusk, which is a moving darkness, from orange to lavender to grey to ink blue, which transforms into a black night. Then there's the darkness of the night, late night darkness. And this darkness softened by moon and the stars looks so beautiful. You know, friends, once I was on a ship from Mumbai to Karwar, and late night I went up to the deck of the ship. It was an icy, calm sea, and there were these silver lines on the waves rippling all around me. And when I looked up, wow, the whole sky was full of stars. The Milky Way, I haven't seen so many stars. And at that moment, I really wanted the love of my life to be besides me. I was alone. But what a beautiful night it was. And then there is a darkness of dawn just before the sunrise. It's the harbinger of light. And not to forget, the darkness of a closed room, heavy, suffocating, claustrophobic darkness of a closed room. But how does darkness impact us? Does it make us vulnerable? Does it instill fear in us? Or does it make us panic? And why these emotions when we confront darkness? In fact, interestingly, there's a country called Iceland, we all know about it. It's very high on the happiness quotient. And this country has embraced darkness. And it has a society which is extremely creative. Poets, musicians. And here is an example of a whole society which is living happily in darkness. And I feel as the civilization has marched forward, we have lost the starry nights, the beautiful starry nights. In fact, when I was a child, and we used to have a lot of electricity cuts, and especially at night in summers, if there was a electric cut, no lights, I used to be very delighted. Two things. First, the whole family used to get together. If it was summers, they would get together outside in the garden or the terrace. And if it was winter, they'll get together around a candle. And elders would tell stories. In fact, my childhood memory is of my father telling me a story when there was an electric cut. And that's the only time when father used to tell me a story. I used to really look forward to those darkness, starry nights, elders sharing. It was beautiful. Perhaps with this march of civilization, we have lost a lot of stories. And then darkness is magical as well. I certainly feel it's magical. If you think how darkness impacts, dimming of light or a candlelight dinner makes everything more beautiful. It actually softens the flaws and it highlights the beauty of a person. So there's magic in darkness too. So darkness brings out stories, it brings out creativity, and also I think it brings out an intense dialogue with one's own self. I have a friend. She has spent 120 days in a 3-layered cave in absolute darkness. And she says that it's been transformative in her life. I have yet to talk in detail about her experiences. Maybe one day I can share Once she shares them with me, I can share them with you as well. So darkness I associate with many magical things too. And those who are talking about or thinking about darkness within, there is this beautiful Kishore Kumar song, कहाँ तक ये मन को अंधेरे चलेंगे, उदासी भरे दिन कभी तो ढलेंगे. And you know, personally, I really find the night magical because it makes you hold hands. I think we need more darkness to see better. What do you think, my fellow travelers? Peace and joy to you. Smiles and cheers.